Okay. Today, guys, we'll be talking about what is the best size of catfish seeds to start with as a beginner in catfish farming. So, why am I giving up this? I noticed that most of us that are joining the business newly, because sometimes we look at, we want to try to cut cost, we try to look at a very cheap stuff in order to start up. We don't know the kind of seed we'll go through. As I said it once that there's a client of mine that I joined in. I met the man that is joining newly, and he told me I've already booked for fingerlings. So I asked you, why do you book for fingerlings? He said because one, they said fingerlings is cheaper and they can get the best feed, the best seed from fingerlings. That most fingerlings are not stunted, and they can get the best shooters out of them. So I try to explain to him on the kind of mistake he's making, because the danger involved is higher than what is being portrayed. It's just like you getting fryers. Maybe you are getting fryers from a customers, and maybe you want to stock a fishes of 10,000. I bet if you want to get a fryers, you will have to get a fryers of nothing less than 20,000 fryers. If you can even manage them very well, that is how you can get your 10,000 back. Because the risk rate of mortality you can get, if I bet you don't manage them very well, you will lose out in anything. You that say you want to pick out shooters out of it. Maybe you get them and you don't really know how to manage them as a beginner. By the time you start seeing these shooters and you are not picking them out, they will start reducing and cannibalizing other fishes. So that is why I'm coming up today to say all this. This is a very great question. It's a very great question, though, that is choosing the right size of catfish seed. Fingerless or juveniles or post fingerless is a crucially, especially for beginners. Today, I'll be giving you the breakdown for the best size to start with, and I will analyze to the pro and cons of each of these sizes. If you can get that little time to do that today. Size category for catfish. We have about four categories for stockers. We have from the fingerlings. Some even take it from the Jebu. We call the fryers. So the fryers, let me say the fryers. Those are fishes of 0.1 to 1 inches, and their ages ranges between 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and the common use is that the actually you and another one we have the fingerlings. Yeah, the fingerlings is from 2.6 cm, and these are ranges from 3 weeks to 5 to 6 weeks. Yeah, the fingerlings you can get that too. The third one is juveniles for beginners, which I normally encourage, which is from 6 to 8 inches, and they are from 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, these are 6 to 8 seed, and juvenile are 6 to 8 inches. Why juvenile is the best for beginners? I will just explain one thing to you on this. That means it has a lower mortality, already past the most uh, vulnerable stages. Again, they have better disease resistant. Juveniles are stronger and more adaptable. They have faster growth. They reach market size quickly. Between 4 to 6 months, can get a market size. Easier to manage. You can spot feeding, response, and health issues daily on them. They already have their downsides, which is it is expensive than the other seedlings. I think that means you are paying for the time and resources the Asha already spent on them. You need to pay to them because they are bigger and they are expensive. And again, the transport stress, because they are bigger, they are slightly risk during transportation by not managing them very well. So you need to know the amount of juvenile in pieces you will put into the container. And for fingerlings, which is 2 to 4 centimeter, you need to process this one with caution. It's important. They are cheaper to buy. They have low cost per fish. You you manage more of the fish developing if you get that. And the downsides are very, very plenty, but I'll just be mentioning some of it. That means it has high mortality, especially if your water management is so poor. Lower growth, yeah, need more time to reach market size. So that means you are looking at more time, and you are going to, I bet you are going to experience a lot of cannibalism. You are going to face a lot of death, a lot of diseases, the risk of diseases if you are not careful. And for those of you that are going for Jebu for the beginner, those are fryers between 0.1 to 1 inches, the small ones, extremely high in mortality. Without controlling hatchery condition, the source is extremely high. The mortality is highly high. Need specialized care on them. You need to have a specialized care on them. They easily prompt to stress. That means change in water or feed. In short, if you are not careful, everything will die off the second day. And the cost per risk on this is that the fryers, I mean, they are very low. The survival rate is very poor. Their management is very hard, and the time to market is far off. Is around 6 to 10 months. Yeah, but the fingerlings, the unit per cost is low, as the fryers is very low. The survival rate is moderate, a little. Let me just say 50 to 60%. But is the management is a medium size, and they can attain the uh, market size from 6 to 7 to 8 months. And the juveniles, which is medium, which is the survival rate is extremely high, from 90 to 95%, and the management is easy to manage, and they can attain table size, the market size, for 4 to 5 months. Okay, from all these analyses that I've given you, which one will you prefer going for? Will you prefer going as a beginner for the one you cannot take care of, for the one you will buy because of the price is low and they start dying in mass and you can't control them? Maybe you buy 10,000 and you can only survive 1,000 out of them. Will you want to go for that? Will you want to go for the one you don't understand the feeding? You don't understand their water management. Will you want to go for that? This is a decision for you. Basically, for those of beginners that ask questions that they want to go for fingerlings, because people normally said fingerlings, you can get shooters from fingerlings. I think for my next video, I would like to analyze to you on what we normally call shooters. Shooters are cannibalizers, they are killers, they are fish eaters. That is the truth. They are terror. Shooters do not allow most fishes to eat. I will tell you from hatchery. From hatchery, if you hatch and you experience some shooters, maybe 5 shooters out of thousands of fishes, you will notice that they will disturb all those fishes to not eat. And by the time you feed and you go, they will be killing the fishes. They will be cannibalizing, eating the fishes. But by the time you pick out those shooters into a container, you will see that the next day you come, you will still see another shooters. Or you will see the rate these fishes will develop. They will have meet up with the shooters in due time. That means those terrors out of them are out. So I think I would need to have a proper analysis for this topic for those of us who do not really understand about this, because those are the questions that people normally ask. So if I should say it, I would advise beginners to start with juvenile. That means fishes of 6 to 8 inches. I think that is around 8 to 9 centimeter. The cost is a bit more, but for a beginner, they drastically reduce the risk of failure. As you gain experience with water quality, feeding, and fish behavior, you can consider trying fingerlings from your next stock. But as a beginner, I will advise you to go for juveniles. So that is where I'll be ending my video for today. If you need any of our mentorship program, make sure that you contact the number on the screen. And you know we have a lot of resources we sell. We can fix up your water treatment and water filtration system for you. We do physically, we do online, and you can get any of our ebooks, books on catfish farming and price management, books on catfish farming and financial management. Sorry, so we have a lot of them. I think we have 14 books available. People are getting it, and people are giving a lot of testimonies. In every field you want to go into in fish farming, make sure that you read the books to understanding. And I bet you don't need anybody to tutor you anymore. Most especially if you want to go into hatchery, as difficult it is, if you go through our book, because it's around 138 pages, and it has a lot of over 100 descriptive pictures in order for you to get it well understood. So by the time you go through it and you understand well, I bet you don't need any professional to take you through. You will automatically be a professional. There are a lot of people that have given testimonies on this. And we are for the feed formulation. This is the era that feed millers are getting problems. So this is the era you need to start producing your feed if you want to really make profit in this business. So I will bet you, as you are constructing your pond, this is the high time for you to start buying machines in order to start producing your feed. So you can get my book on feed formulation. This one will take you through the feeding conversion, how to alternate your materials, how to do a very good feed formulation. And inside, we have about 4 formulations from beginner, from starter to finisher. So I can bet you this is a great opportunity for you to have. And on this screen, you'll be seeing some of these displayed. And we have kit on water management, kit on pH, on chlorine, on ammonia, on hardiness, on TDS, on conductivity, on nitrate. We have a lot of kits available in order to check and test your water, most especially if you want to start hatching. Although if you are hatching or you're on grow out, you're having difficulties of your fishes eating well, you started noticing that your fishes are not eating well, they are sluggish when they get to some stages. That means maybe your water is contaminated. You have lot of particles in your water that are affecting them. So this is the high time for you to get some kits and test your water. And also we have what we call the water correctant materials for you to correct your water pH, to stabilize your water, to normalize your water. And we can advise you, if you are having other problems, in order to take them out from your water, we advise you to do so. And if you need a mentor in your farm, don't hesitate to contact the number on the screen. Though if you have an expert on management, or you yourself you are an expert, we can do things, we can work together. That does not mean you should have a mentor with you. So you can contact the number on the screen, and let me tell you how it works out, and let's start a successful ride together. So at this point, I'll be saying bye bye. Thank you, and God bless you.